We're out for a walk on the beach and decided to pull over, have a seat, and answer some viewer questions.
We usually answer specific questions through comments or email, but these are a little broader in scope, so we thought we'd answer them in a video.
Yeah, stick around. Some of these are quite interesting.
So the first question is, are we quitting the RV lifestyle?
Well, the short answer is no. We're not going to quit. At least that's not in our plans at all. We're just enjoying this too much. And I'll say that, you know, everything in life, it seems, has its ups and downs, every type of way of living. And so we're not trying to paint a rosy picture here, but we absolutely enjoy this over other things right now.
Yeah, we love being able to avoid the extremes in weather. We don't have to suffer through an extremely cold winter anywhere or an extremely hot summer somewhere. So being able to move around really works out well for us.
Yeah, that's been working out great, and as long as we're continuing to enjoy it, we'll continue to do it. We haven't had any feelings of giving up on this at all. In fact, in the coming months, maybe near future, we're hoping to change things up quite a bit, which should help us with videos and where we're going and things like that. And we're quite excited about it. We're not going to get into it now because we're not sure if it's going to happen or not, but we're after it. We want to change things up, and we're excited about it. We'll still be living and traveling full-time as RVers, though.
Yes, for sure.
A question that comes up quite often is, do we boondock much?
And no, we really don't boondock much. We do some dry camping occasionally, that we call it dry camping, and maybe casino parking lots, occasionally a Cabela's, any place that it's safe and legal to just kind of pull off the road and camp for the night, especially while we're traveling from one place to another.
Yeah, definitely. And for us, not to get into semantics or anything here, but there is a difference to us with regard to dry camping or boondocking. Boondocking for us has always been out in the boondocks, mainly away from everything, certainly not a store parking lot or anything like that, but that's just semantics. We just figure boondocking is out in the boondocks. And dry camping to us just means that we don't have hookups, and that could be anywhere. And incidentally, if you're out in the boondocks, there might be hookups there. If it's out in the middle of nowhere and they got hookups, you know, by helicopter or whatever, it's still boondocking to us. So that's just how we differentiate that.
Yeah, so we don't do a lot of that.
No, and another question that's kind of related to this has to do with solar. We get asked about solar all the time. People are very interested in that, and for good reason. We didn't jump on solar when we got started. We're in our 8th year now, so those many years back. We didn't get started with solar because we had planned to be under trees and in the wilderness forest type settings, and we just didn't think it was going to be fit for us. We have probably been at least 40% of not having that, if not 50% of not having that. So we have been looking into that type of thing, but we really want to kind of do it a little bit different way than we see a lot of people doing it. But as we previously mentioned, we do have something else in the works, so that might come all at once. So we're really excited about it.
Will probably involve solar for sure. The next question is, how do we go about finding inexpensive and available RV parks and campgrounds? This usually requires a lot of online searching.
Yeah, we'll pretty much just figure out where it is that we're headed or where we want to go, and then look in that, say like a 50-mile radius around it for available places. We have gone outside of 50 miles. We try to be within that. We don't want to be right up on top of a destination, say like it's a national park. We tend to avoid staying in the national parks and try to find a local area that we can immerse ourselves in. So that's pretty much how we'll handle that. Yeah,
we compare, make a lot of phone calls, try to have some backup plans if one place does tend to fill up before we get there. We try not to make too many advance reservations too far out, and that's worked out pretty well so far.
Yeah, we shoot from the hip a lot, but there are places, if you're trying to go somewhere during prime season, you're going to want to make sure that you have something in advance. for example, when we're up in Oregon, there are state parks that just book out like in February for the
Yeah.
summer already. So, other than the first come, first serve and cancellations and things like that. And incidentally, always call for cancellations. We've got in on
Yeah.
the last minute many times. A lot.
Yeah, it definitely pays to call. Another thing we do a lot is just talking to other RVers.
Yes, like we're going north and they're heading south or whatever, and we just kind of swap tips and things, and that works out quite a bit. Like if we're staying at a place and there's other RVers there that we can talk to, we'll go ahead and ask them questions about it. Even if we know where we're going,
Yeah.
we might just ask them to see what's up with them, and what they might find out that something's, that area is closed, or or this is really great, or they're having a special. And incidentally, regarding specials and finding good prices and stuff, you'll want to look. Some of the areas like in the off season will tend to have more of the specials, and then there's other memberships and things that you can join. You can just search on RV memberships, and you can join those types of things and get generally off-season, out of peak season
Yeah.
deals, and they're very good deals. And because if you're a full-time RVer like we are, the seasons aren't that big of a deal to us because we enjoy the off-seasons quite a bit, because then we can get specials. And we do ask people. Sometimes we'll just say, when we're on the phone with them, just ask them something like, is there any special at all, or any way that we can get a discount? Is there anything available whatsoever? And you'll say like AAA or
Yeah.
military or something, and we'll just kind of see it. And then sometimes they've said, we have this one site that's opened up, if you don't mind it being near the showers or something, or whatever, the dog park, then we can give it to you for a little bit less or something. It's just
Yeah.
you never know.
Yep. So just, don't be afraid to call.
Right. This next question is an RV specific question. Don't check out on us. We got another fun one coming up right after this, and we'll try to keep it short and sweet. But it's a very interesting one to us because we really like when people ask, ways or tips to do things in a practical manner or a successful way. And this one has to do with cleaning the exhaust screens.
Yeah, and you just did this recently, so tell them how you did it.
Well, just to be really brief with it, the way that I usually manage it, and I will be honest, I don't do it as often as I should, but because Susan really likes them clean, and I don't blame her. So
They
anyway,
work so much better when they're clean.
yeah, I'll go ahead and take a microfiber towel and just wipe off the dust and all that kind of stuff just comes right off of the microfiber towel. Now, I will deep clean them every few months, and what I've done recently, and it works really great, is I'll go ahead and remove all that with a microfiber towel or something similar, and you'll know right away if it takes it off. And then I'll go ahead and run that screen under the water in the sink with the sprayer nozzle, and it just pushes all that through. And what I thought I was going to have to do when I first started doing this is you see right away that all those little holes in the screen fill up with water. And I thought, well, this is going to take some drying out. And of course, I bang it off on my hand or something so that it just completely knocks all the loose water out of the holes. And then I think, well, I'm going to have to stick this out in the sun or something like that. But no, if you just take a paper towel, ball up some paper towels, and just ever so slightly wipe across, it just wicks it all right out of there. It just completely cleans it. So that's the way we've been cleaning the screens for our ceiling exhaust fans, and it works really well.
I'm amazed at how well and how quickly you can just wipe them off with a microfiber towel, and it picks it right up and doesn't end up all falling in your face or anything. It just adheres to those towels and works really well for a quick cleanup. But the deep cleaning he did, it was amazing. They work awesome now.
They look new.
Yeah. The last question has to do with the intentional outtakes or skits that we like to put at the end of our videos.
Yeah, they're at the very end, so if you're going to see them, you have to watch all the way to the end after the thanks for watching screen that we do after our outro. Then we normally will run something. They have ranged from tips to bloopers to little outtakes of some sort, or intentional skits that we just do and make up. And try to be a little bit funny. People have really enjoyed these, and I think that's why this questions come in, because we've kind of dropped off on some of them. I think we've been putting something in most of our videos at the end, if not pretty much almost all. But yeah, we have definitely dropped off some with regard to the creativity, I guess. And that's, I guess, a little bit to do with being in a creative mood or having that creative liberty, depending on where we're at or just the time or something. There's a bunch of different reasons, but we enjoy doing them, and from the feedback that we get all the time, we think people are really enjoying them. So we're going to continue to do those. Just bear with us. We don't always get the best of the best there, but we have done, I think, 10 of them in a video. We'll put a link in the end screen or in the video description.
The top 10.
Yeah, I don't know if they were the top 10, but there were 10 of them that we picked at the time. But be sure to let us know in the comments which of these intentional skits or outtakes that you've enjoyed. That would be very helpful.
Well, it's starting to get a little warm, and we're getting sandblasted by the sand, so we're going to continue our walk on the beach. Yeah,
I've actually got some sand in my teeth. I can hear it crunching. Well, those were a few answers to a few of the questions that we've received. If you have some of your own, feel free to leave them in the comment section of this video.
And please remember to share, subscribe, and click on that little notification bell. Thanks for watching.